Alone, we can do so little. Together, we can do so much. Breaking the Ice is your guide to building meaningful connections and unlocking the power of human interaction. Discover how to captivate any audience, navigate diverse social settings, and cultivate lasting relationships. Invest in yourself and listen now to become a true master of conversation. This book was written and published by Mindset Audiobook. Introduction. In today's hyper-connected world, the ability to engage in meaningful conversations is more valuable than ever. Whether you're networking at a professional event, mingling at a social gathering, or building relationships within your team, being an effective icebreaker can open doors to opportunities, friendships, and personal growth. For many people, the prospect of initiating a conversation with a stranger or steering a discussion in an engaging direction can be daunting. Missed connections, awkward silences, and the fear of not knowing what to say can hold us back from making the most of our social interactions. This book is designed to transform you from a conversation novice to a master communicator. By the end of this journey, you'll have the tools and confidence to break the ice in any situation, allowing you to forge meaningful connections, uncover new opportunities, and unlock your full potential. In the chapters ahead, we'll explore the psychology behind great conversations, develop essential skills like active listening and empathy, and provide practical strategies for navigating various social contexts. You'll learn how to build a diverse knowledge base, craft engaging responses, and measure your progress, empowering you to become a true master of the art of conversation. Chapter 1. Understanding the icebreaker role. Conversation is a fundamental social skill that allows us to connect with others, share ideas, and build meaningful relationships. Whether you're meeting new people at a party, networking at a professional event, or simply chatting with a coworker, the ability to initiate and sustain engaging conversations can have a profound impact on your personal and professional life. At the heart of great conversations are individuals known as icebreakers. People who possess the unique ability to make others feel comfortable, guide discussions in interesting directions, and turn even the most awkward silences into productive exchanges. These individuals possess a special set of skills and qualities that allow them to navigate social situations with ease and confidence. One of the key roles of an icebreaker is to create a sense of connection and familiarity, even in unfamiliar settings. They have a knack for putting people at ease, making them feel heard and valued, and fostering an atmosphere of openness and trust. By actively listening, asking thoughtful questions, and sharing relevant anecdotes, icebreakers are able to break down barriers and build rapport quickly, paving the way for more meaningful and productive interactions. In professional settings, the impact of effective icebreakers can be particularly profound. At networking events, for example, they are often the ones who seamlessly introduce themselves, engage others in conversation, and help to facilitate the exchange of ideas and potential collaborations. In team meetings, icebreakers can help to diffuse tension, encourage participation, and steer discussions towards constructive outcomes. But the benefits of being an icebreaker extend far beyond the professional realm. In our personal lives, the ability to initiate and maintain engaging conversations can lead to the formation of new friendships, the strengthening of existing relationships, and the expansion of our social circles. By being an icebreaker, we open ourselves up to new experiences, diverse perspectives, and opportunities for personal growth and fulfillment. Ultimately, the role of the icebreaker is to serve as a catalyst for meaningful connections and enriching exchanges. They possess a unique blend of social skills, emotional intelligence, and adaptability that allows them to navigate a wide range of social situations with ease and grace. By cultivating these qualities, we can all become more effective icebreakers, unlocking a world of personal and professional possibilities. Developing strong conversation skills is not just about becoming a more engaging communicator. It's about unlocking a world of personal and professional opportunities. Whether you're looking to build deeper connections with loved ones, advance your career, or simply feel more confident in social situations, the ability to navigate conversations with ease and grace can be a game changer. At the heart of meaningful relationships, you'll find the power of conversation. By actively listening, showing empathy, and sharing our own experiences, we're able to forge stronger bonds with the people in our lives. Whether it's catching up with an old friend, getting to know a new coworker, or connecting with a romantic partner, the ability to engage in genuine, thoughtful dialogue is essential for cultivating trust, understanding, and a sense of belonging. In our professional lives, effective communication skills can be the key to unlocking new opportunities and advancing our careers. In today's fast-paced, highly competitive job market, the ability to network, collaborate, and present ideas with confidence can make all the difference. Strong conversationalists are often seen as leaders, problem solvers, and valuable team players, as they're able to navigate complex situations, build rapport with clients and colleagues, and contribute meaningfully to discussions. Beyond the practical benefits, developing conversation skills can also have a profound impact on our personal confidence and well-being. When we feel comfortable initiating and sustaining engaging conversations, we're more likely to put ourselves out there, seek out new experiences, and embrace opportunities for growth. This, in turn, can lead to a greater sense of self-assurance, a more positive outlook on life, and an overall improvement in our mental and emotional health. Imagine a scenario where you're attending a networking event filled with a room of unfamiliar faces. For many, this can be an intimidating and anxiety-inducing experience. But for someone who has honed their conversation skills, it's an opportunity to shine. They might approach a group, introduce themselves with a warm smile, and ask an open-ended question about the event or the industry, instantly creating a shared point of interest and breaking the ice. From there, they can steer the conversation in a thoughtful, engaging direction, leaving a lasting impression and potentially opening the door to new professional connections. The ability to navigate such situations with ease is not something that comes naturally to everyone. However, by cultivating a mindset of curiosity, empathy, and adaptability, we can all become more effective conversationalists, reaping the rewards in our personal and professional lives. Whether it's developing active listening skills, learning to read social cues, or expanding our knowledge of diverse topics, the journey of becoming a master conversationalist is one that offers countless benefits and opportunities for growth. Becoming an effective conversationalist is not just about memorizing scripts or having a vast knowledge of topics. Rather, it's about cultivating a mindset and a set of skills that allow you to engage with others in a genuine, meaningful, and adaptable way. By focusing on developing the following key characteristics, you can unlock your full potential as a master conversationalist. At the heart of any great conversation lies a genuine curiosity about the other person. Successful conversationalists are not just waiting for their turn to speak. They are actively listening, absorbing the words and emotions of the person they're talking to. They ask thoughtful questions, seek to understand different perspectives, and are genuinely interested in learning more about the person they're speaking with. This curious and attentive mindset not only makes the other person feel heard and valued, but it also opens up new avenues for the conversation to explore. By actively listening, you can pick up on subtle cues and interests that you can then use to steer the discussion in a more engaging direction. Perhaps the person mentions a hobby or an upcoming trip. You can then dive deeper into those topics, sharing your own experiences and insights, and creating a more meaningful connection. Effective conversationalists are not just skilled at exchanging information, they are also adept at navigating the emotional landscape of a conversation. They possess a keen sense of empathy, allowing them to understand and relate to the feelings and perspectives of the person they're talking to. This emotional intelligence manifests in a variety of ways. They might pick up on subtle body language or tone shifts and adjust their own approach accordingly. They might validate the other person's emotions, offering support and understanding. They might even share their own personal experiences, building a sense of rapport and trust. By cultivating empathy and emotional intelligence, successful conversationalists are able to create a safe and comfortable space for the other person to open up, leading to more authentic and meaningful exchanges. The best conversationalists are not rigid or scripted in their approach. Instead, They are able to adapt to different situations, personalities, and contexts, drawing on a diverse toolkit of communication strategies. This adaptability is rooted in a creative mindset. The ability to think outside the box, make unexpected connections, and generate novel ideas. Successful conversationalists are constantly scanning their environment for opportunities to steer the discussion in an engaging direction, whether it's bringing up a current event, sharing an insightful analogy, or introducing a thought-provoking question. This creative problem-solving approach allows them to navigate even the most challenging social situations with ease. If a conversation starts to stall or veer off track, they can quickly pivot and introduce a new topic or perspective, keeping the dialogue flowing and the other person's interest piqued. By cultivating these key characteristics, curiosity, empathy, adaptability, and creative thinking, you can transform yourself into a master conversationalist, equipped to navigate any social or professional setting with confidence and grace. It's a journey of continuous learning and self-reflection, but one that offers countless rewards in terms of personal growth, meaningful connections, and new opportunities. Chapter 2: Developing Essential Conversation Skills. Mastering the art of conversation starts with the foundation of active listening. While many of us may think we're good listeners, the reality is that we often get caught up in our own thoughts, waiting for our turn to speak, or getting distracted by our surroundings. But to become a truly great conversationalist, we need to learn to put aside our own agendas and focus intently on the person we're talking to. Active listening involves a set of techniques that allow us to fully engage with the speaker and demonstrate our understanding. One of the key skills is paraphrasing, rephrasing what the other person has said in our own words to show that we've heard and comprehended their message. This not only helps to clarify any misunderstandings, but it also makes the speaker feel heard and valued. Another important technique is reflecting, mirroring the emotions and tone of the speaker to show that we're attuned to their feelings. If someone expresses frustration or excitement, for example, we can respond with empathy and a similar emotional tone, creating a deeper connection. Asking clarifying questions is also a hallmark of active listening. Instead of jumping to conclusions or making assumptions, we can gently probe for more information, showing our genuine interest in understanding the other person's perspective. This not only helps us to gather more details, but it also demonstrates our willingness to engage with the speaker on a deeper level. Of course, active listening isn't always easy. We all have to contend with common barriers, such as internal distractions, like our own thoughts or emotions, external distractions, like noise or visual stimuli, or even cultural differences in communication styles. But by being aware of these obstacles and developing strategies to overcome them, we can become more focused and attentive listeners. One effective technique is to practice mindfulness, being fully present in the moment and tuning in to our senses. When we're mindful, we're less likely to get caught up in our own internal chatter and more able to focus on the person in front of us. We can also make a conscious effort to minimize external distractions, such as silencing our phones or choosing a quiet environment for important conversations. Ultimately, the power of active listening lies in its ability to build trust, deepen understanding, and create a genuine connection between two people. When we truly hear and seek to understand others, we open the door to more meaningful exchanges, where both parties feel heard, respected, and valued. And this, in turn, lays the groundwork for the kinds of conversations that can transform our personal and professional lives. So if you're looking to become a master conversationalist, start by honing your active listening skills. Pay attention to the subtle cues, ask thoughtful questions, and let the other person know that you're fully engaged and interested in what they have to say. It may take practice, but the rewards of this foundation-building work will be immeasurable. In the world of effective communication, the power of empathy cannot be overstated. While active listening provides the foundation for great conversations, it's our ability to connect on an emotional level that truly elevates our interactions and helps us forge meaningful, lasting connections with others. Empathy, at its core, is the capacity to understand and share the feelings of another person. It's the skill of stepping into someone else's shoes, seeing the world through their eyes, and responding with genuine care and compassion. When we approach conversations with empathy, we're not just exchanging information. We're creating a space where both parties feel heard, validated, and understood. This emotional intelligence is a critical component of becoming a master conversationalist. By tuning into the subtle cues of body language, tone, and facial expressions, we can gain valuable insights into the other person's emotional state and tailor our responses accordingly. Perhaps they seem stressed or anxious. We can then offer a calming presence and acknowledge their feelings. Or maybe they're excited and enthusiastic. We can match their energy and share in their joy. Developing strategies for building empathy is key to mastering this skill. One effective approach is to practice active listening, as we discussed in the previous chapter. By paraphrasing, reflecting, and asking clarifying questions, we demonstrate our genuine interest in understanding the other person's perspective. This, in turn, helps to create an environment of trust and openness. Another important technique is to share our own personal experiences and emotions. By being vulnerable and transparent about our own struggles and triumphs, we can foster a sense of connection and mutual understanding. This doesn't mean monopolizing the conversation or making it all about us. Rather, it's about strategically weaving in our own stories to build rapport and demonstrate that we're on a shared journey. Adapting our communication style to different personalities and contexts is also crucial when it comes to empathy. Some people may respond better to a more direct and assertive approach, while others may appreciate a gentler, more nurturing tone. By being attuned to these nuances and adjusting our behavior accordingly, we can create a more comfortable and productive conversational experience for everyone involved. For example, in a professional setting, such as a team meeting, we might adopt a more formal and focused communication style, ensuring that our tone and body language convey authority and confidence. But in a casual social gathering, we might be more playful and open, using humor and personal anecdotes to build a sense of camaraderie and shared experience. Ultimately, the ability to connect with others on an emotional level is what sets great conversationalists apart. By cultivating empathy, we don't just exchange information. We forge meaningful bonds, build trust, and create the kind of deep, lasting connections that can transform our personal and professional lives. It's a skill that requires practice and self-awareness, but the rewards are truly invaluable. In the world of effective conversation, mastering the art of active listening and empathy is essential. But it's the ability to think creatively that truly sets great communicators apart. By approaching conversations with a mindset of innovation and adaptability, you can keep your interactions fresh, engaging, and memorable. One of the key ways to infuse creativity into your conversations is by introducing novel ideas and perspectives. Instead of sticking to the obvious or predictable topics, try making unexpected connections, drawing parallels from different fields, or posing thought-provoking questions that challenge the status quo. This not only keeps the other person on their toes, but it also demonstrates your intellectual curiosity and ability to think outside the box. For example, let's say you're chatting with a coworker about a recent industry conference you both attended. Rather than just recounting the highlights of the event, you might pivot the conversation by asking, I was thinking about how the concepts we learned at the conference could be applied to our work in a completely different way. What if we tried to approach that recurring problem from an entirely new angle? This type of creative framing can instantly elevate the discussion and spark a more engaging, insightful exchange. Another way to showcase your creative prowess is by navigating lulls and awkward silences in the conversation. Instead of letting the momentum fizzle out, you can use these moments as opportunities to introduce a fresh topic or shift the direction of the discussion. Maybe you noticed an interesting article in the news that morning, or perhaps you have a personal anecdote that ties into the conversation in an unexpected way. By being proactive and nimble, you can seamlessly transition between subjects and keep the dialogue flowing. Of course, creative thinking in conversation is about more than just introducing novel ideas. It's also about maintaining a balanced, adaptable repertoire. The most successful conversationalists know how to strike a harmonious blend of active listening, empathy, and creative problem-solving, adjusting their approach to suit the needs of the particular situation and the person they're talking to. In a professional setting, for instance, you might rely more heavily on your analytical skills, using creative thinking to propose innovative solutions to challenges. But in a casual social gathering, you might lean into your storytelling abilities, using humor and personal anecdotes to forge deeper connections. The key is to be versatile and responsive, always keeping the other person's needs and preferences in mind. By cultivating this creative mindset, you'll not only become a more engaging conversationalist, but you'll also unlock a world of personal and professional opportunities. Whether you're networking at an industry event, bonding with a new friend, or leading a team meeting, your ability to think on your feet and introduce fresh perspectives will set you apart and make a lasting impression. So, as you continue your journey towards becoming a master conversationalist, don't forget to nurture your creative side. Embrace your intellectual curiosity, experiment with novel approaches, and always be ready to adapt and improvise. With practice and a willingness to step outside your comfort zone, you'll soon find that your conversations become more dynamic, meaningful, and rewarding than ever before. Chapter 3. Building your conversation arsenal. When it comes to becoming a master conversationalist, having a well-rounded knowledge base is essential. After all, the ability to engage in thoughtful, stimulating discussions on a variety of topics is what sets the true communication experts apart. And at the heart of this versatility lies a deep understanding of current events, trends, and cultural references. By staying up to date on the latest happenings in the world, you'll be able to seamlessly weave relevant and thought-provoking subjects into your conversations. Whether you're discussing a recent political development, a viral social media phenomenon, or a groundbreaking scientific discovery, your ability to speak knowledgeably and intelligently on these topics will captivate your conversation partners and demonstrate your intellectual curiosity. But it's not just about reciting facts and figures. The true power of current events knowledge lies in your ability to connect these topics to the lives and experiences of the people you're talking to. Perhaps you notice your coworker is particularly engaged when you mention a news story related to their hometown. Or maybe you realize that a global issue you've been following aligns with a passion project your new friend is working on. By making these kinds of insightful connections, you'll not only keep the conversation flowing, but you'll also deepen the sense of rapport and understanding between you and the other person. Of course, staying on top of the ever-changing landscape of current events can be a daunting task. That's why it's important to develop strategies for continuously updating your knowledge base. This might involve setting aside time each day to read reputable news sources, subscribing to relevant podcasts or newsletters, or even following thought leaders and subject matter experts on social media. The key is to find an approach that works for your lifestyle and interests. Some people might enjoy diving deep into a single news story or topic, while others might prefer to skim a variety of sources to get a more well-rounded perspective. Experiment and find the rhythm that keeps you feeling informed and engaged without becoming overwhelmed. At the same time, it's important to strike the right balance between depth and breadth of knowledge. While it's certainly impressive to have an in-depth understanding of a particular current event or issue, that depth is only valuable if you can then connect it to the larger context and make it relevant to the person you're talking to. The most effective conversationalists are able to deftly navigate between the specific and the general, drawing connections and sharing insights that captivate their audience. By incorporating current events, trends, and cultural references into your conversations, you'll not only demonstrate your intellectual prowess, but you'll also create opportunities for meaningful and memorable exchanges. Whether you're networking at a professional event, catching up with an old friend, or making new connections in a social setting, your ability to engage on a wide range of relevant and engaging topics will set you apart and open doors to new opportunities. So as you continue your journey towards becoming a master conversationalist, Make sure to keep your finger on the pulse of the world around you. Stay curious, stay informed, and always be ready to share your insights and perspectives in a way that resonates with the people you're talking to. With practice and dedication, you'll soon find that your conversations become richer, more dynamic, and more impactful than ever before. In the pursuit of becoming a master conversationalist, having a deep understanding of current events is undoubtedly valuable. But to truly captivate and connect with others, it's also crucial to cultivate a broad knowledge base that extends beyond the realm of news and politics. And one of the richest and most rewarding areas to explore is the world of arts and culture. By immersing yourself in the diverse tapestry of artistic expression, literary works, and cultural movements, you'll not only expand your own intellectual and creative horizons, but you'll also gain the ability to engage in conversations that are both stimulating and deeply meaningful. Whether you're discussing the latest blockbuster film, the themes of a classic novel, or the impact of a groundbreaking art exhibition, your familiarity with these topics will allow you to forge genuine connections and foster a greater appreciation for different perspectives and experiences. One of the keys to effectively incorporating arts and culture into your conversations is to approach these subjects with the same level of curiosity and openness that you would bring to current events. Rather than simply reciting facts or opinions, strive to understand the deeper significance and context behind the works or movements you're discussing. What inspired the artist or author? How does the piece reflect the zeitgeist of its era? What insights can it offer into the human experience? By delving into these deeper layers, you'll not only demonstrate your intellectual depth, but you'll also create opportunities for rich, thought-provoking dialogue. Perhaps you notice your conversation partner is particularly passionate about a certain genre of music. You can then explore the cultural influences and historical significance that have shaped that genre, sparking a captivating exchange of ideas and perspectives. Of course, cultivating a broad knowledge of arts and culture is not just about memorizing facts and figures. It's also about developing the ability to seamlessly introduce and discuss these topics in a way that resonates with your conversation partners. This might involve drawing parallels between a literary work and a current social issue, or highlighting the ways in which a particular artistic movement has influenced the design of a product or service. The key is to constantly be on the lookout for opportunities to weave arts and culture into your conversations, always striving to make the connections relevant and engaging. Whether you're chatting with a coworker, networking at an event, or catching up with an old friend, your ability to bring these subjects to life in a meaningful and accessible way will set you apart and leave a lasting impression. Ultimately, the pursuit of arts and cultural knowledge is about more than just impressing others. It's about expanding your own horizons and fostering a deeper appreciation for the richness and diversity of the human experience. By immersing yourself in this vast and ever-evolving realm, you'll not only become a more compelling conversationalist, but you'll also enrich your own personal and intellectual growth. So, as you continue your journey towards mastering the art of conversation, make sure to carve out time to explore the world of arts and culture. Discover new authors, artists, and cultural movements, and find ways to weave these discoveries into your everyday dialogues. With practice and dedication, you'll soon find that your conversations become richer, more engaging, and more rewarding than ever before. Alongside the realms of current events and arts and culture, the world of technology and innovation is another vital area of knowledge for the aspiring master conversationalist. By staying up to date on the latest advancements and their societal impact, you'll not only demonstrate your intellectual breadth, but you'll also be able to engage in discussions that are both thought-provoking and highly relevant to the lives of the people you're talking to. Whether you're discussing the potential implications of artificial intelligence, the ethical considerations surrounding emerging technologies, or the ways in which innovative solutions are addressing global challenges, your ability to speak knowledgeably and insightfully on these topics will captivate your conversation partners and position you as a valuable resource and intellectual companion. One of the keys to effectively incorporating technology and innovation into your conversations is to approach these subjects with the same sense of curiosity and open-mindedness that you would bring to any other topic. Rather than simply reciting facts or statistics, strive to understand the deeper context and the broader implications of the technological trends you're discussing. How are these advancements shaping the way we live, work, and interact with one another? What are the potential risks and rewards, and how might they impact the future of society? By delving into these deeper layers, you'll not only demonstrate your intellectual depth, but you'll also create opportunities for rich, thought-provoking dialogue. Perhaps you notice your conversation partner is particularly interested in the ways in which renewable energy technologies are transforming the energy landscape. You can then explore the geopolitical, environmental, and economic factors that are driving this shift, sparking a captivating exchange of ideas and perspectives. Of course, staying up to date on the rapidly evolving world of technology and innovation can be a daunting task, but there are plenty of strategies you can employ to keep your knowledge base fresh and relevant. This might involve regularly reading industry publications, following influential thought leaders on social media, or even attending local technology meetups or conferences to immerse yourself in the latest trends and innovations. The key is to find an approach that works for your interests and lifestyle, and to make a conscious effort to continuously expand your understanding of these crucial topics. By doing so, you'll not only become a more engaging conversationalist, but you'll also position yourself as a valuable resource and thought leader within your personal and professional networks. Ultimately, the pursuit of technology and innovation knowledge is about more than just impressing others. It's about equipping yourself with the tools and insights to navigate an increasingly complex and rapidly changing world. By staying informed and curious about the latest advancements and their implications, you'll be able to connect with others on a deeper level, offer unique perspectives, and contribute to the conversations that will shape the future. So as you continue your journey towards mastering the art of conversation, make sure to carve out time to explore the ever-evolving world of technology and innovation. Discover new breakthroughs, follow the trends, and find ways to weave these discoveries into your everyday dialogues. With practice and dedication, you'll soon find that your conversations become richer, more engaging, and more valuable than ever before. Chapter 4: The Art of Engaging Responses. Now that we've explored the importance of cultivating a diverse knowledge base, it's time to delve into the practical application of this knowledge in the art of conversation. One of the most powerful tools at your disposal is the OAPAR framework, a structured approach that will help you craft thoughtful, engaging responses in real time. The first step in this process is to observe. As you engage in a conversation, pay close attention to the verbal and nonverbal cues of your conversation partner. What is their tone of voice telling you about their emotional state? How are they using their body language to convey their thoughts and feelings? By being an active observer, you'll gain valuable insights that will inform the rest of your approach. Next, you'll move into the analyze phase. Take a moment to consider the underlying meaning and significance of what your conversation partner has shared. What are the key points they're trying to convey? What emotions or experiences are they drawing from? By analyzing the deeper layers of the conversation, you'll be able to formulate a more thoughtful and relevant response. With your observations and analysis in hand, it's time to plan your approach. This is where you'll draw upon your diverse knowledge base, considering how you can introduce relevant topics, share personal experiences, or pose thought-provoking questions that will keep the dialogue flowing. Remember, the goal is not to simply recite facts, but to create a genuine, engaging exchange. Now it's time to act. This is where you'll put your plan into motion, delivering your response with confidence and clarity. Pay attention to your own tone, body language, and energy level, ensuring that your communication style is aligned with the needs and preferences of your conversation partner. Finally, the last step in the OAPAR framework is to reflect. Take a moment to assess the effectiveness of your approach. Did your response resonate with your conversation partner? Did it deepen the connection, and keep the dialogue moving in a productive direction? By reflecting on your successes and areas for improvement, you'll be able to fine-tune your skills and become an even more adept conversationalist. The beauty of the OAPAR framework is that it can be applied to a wide range of conversational scenarios, from casual social gatherings to high-stakes professional settings. Whether you're trying to break the ice with a new acquaintance or navigate a delicate discussion with a colleague, this structured approach will give you the confidence and tools to navigate the situation with grace and effectiveness. Of course, like any skill, mastering the OAPAR framework takes practice and dedication. But by consistently applying this process, you'll start to see a noticeable difference in the quality and impact of your conversations. You'll become more attuned to the nuances of human interaction, better equipped to read and respond to conversational cues, and ultimately more successful in forging meaningful connections with the people you encounter. So, as you continue your journey towards becoming a master conversationalist, make sure to keep the OAPAR framework at the forefront of your mind. Embrace the structure it provides, but also allow yourself the flexibility to adapt and improvise as needed. With time and experience, you'll find that this approach becomes second nature, empowering you to navigate any conversational scenario with confidence and poise. In the art of conversation, the ability to ask thoughtful, engaging questions is just as important as possessing a diverse knowledge base. By posing the right kinds of questions, you can not only demonstrate your genuine interest in the other person, but you can also steer the dialogue in a more meaningful and productive direction. One of the key principles to keep in mind when crafting questions is the power of open-ended prompts. Rather than asking yes or no questions that can quickly lead to a dead end, try to formulate inquiries that invite your conversation partner to share their thoughts, experiences, and perspectives in a more expansive way. Questions that start with words like what, how, or why tend to be the most effective in this regard. For example, imagine you're chatting with a new acquaintance about their recent vacation. Instead of asking, "Did you have a good time on your trip?" you could try, "What were some of the highlights of your trip that really stood out to you?" This not only shows your interest in their experiences, but it also encourages them to open up and provide more detailed, engaging responses. Of course, crafting thoughtful questions goes beyond just using the right words. It's also about tapping into your own curiosity and a genuine desire to understand the other person on a deeper level. What aspects of their life, work, or interests are you genuinely curious about? What insights or perspectives might they be able to offer that could broaden your own understanding? By approaching your questions with this spirit of curiosity and openness, you'll not only demonstrate your attentiveness, but you'll also create opportunities for rich, meaningful dialogue. Perhaps your conversation partner mentions a hobby or passion that you know little about. You can then dive deeper, asking follow-up questions that allow them to share their expertise and enthusiasm. At the same time, it's important to strike a balance between inquiry and sharing your own perspectives. While asking thought-provoking questions is a powerful tool, it shouldn't come at the expense of your own participation in the conversation. By strategically interjecting your own experiences, opinions, and insights, you can create a more dynamic, reciprocal exchange that keeps both parties engaged and invested. For example, after your conversation partner has shared some details about their recent vacation, you might respond by saying, "That's fascinating. I've always wanted to visit that region. When I went on a trip there a few years ago, I was struck by the incredible natural beauty and the warmth of the local culture. What were some of your most memorable experiences there?" This not only shows that you're an active listener, but it also opens the door for a more collaborative, back-and-forth discussion. Ultimately, the art of crafting thoughtful questions is about more than just gathering information. It's about creating opportunities for genuine connection and mutual understanding. By approaching conversations with a spirit of curiosity, empathy, and a willingness to share your own perspectives, you'll be well on your way to becoming a master conversationalist who leaves a lasting impression on everyone you encounter. In addition to crafting thoughtful questions, The art of storytelling is another powerful tool in the Master Conversationalist's arsenal. By weaving compelling narratives into your dialogues, you can captivate your conversation partners, forge deeper connections, and leave a lasting impression. Storytelling is a fundamental part of the human experience, and it's a skill that can be honed and refined to great effect in the realm of conversation. Whether you're sharing a personal anecdote, recounting an interesting experience, or using a hypothetical scenario to illustrate a point, the ability to craft and deliver engaging stories can elevate any exchange. One of the keys to effective storytelling in conversation is to focus on creating a vivid, immersive experience for your audience. Rather than simply reciting a series of facts or events, try to paint a picture with your words, engaging the senses and emotions of your conversation partners. What details can you include to make the story more vivid and relatable? What specific moments or dialogue can you highlight to draw your listeners in? By paying attention to these narrative elements, you can transform even the most mundane experiences into captivating tales that leave a lasting impression. Perhaps you have a story about a recent trip to the grocery store that took an unexpected turn. By highlighting the sights, sounds, and emotions you experienced, you can turn a seemingly ordinary event into a delightful and memorable anecdote. Of course, the power of storytelling in conversation goes beyond just entertainment value. When used strategically, narratives can also be a powerful tool for connecting with others, influencing their perspectives, and even persuading them to take action. Imagine, for example, that you're in a professional setting, trying to convince a colleague to support a new project or initiative. Rather than simply presenting a dry, fact-based argument, you could weave in a compelling story that illustrates the real-world impact of your proposal. By appealing to your colleagues' emotions and values, you're more likely to create a lasting impression and sway their decision. Similarly, in a social setting, you might use storytelling to forge deeper connections with your conversation partners. By sharing personal experiences and insights, you can build trust, empathy, and a sense of shared humanity, all of which can lead to more meaningful and rewarding relationships. As with any conversational skill, the key to effective storytelling is adaptability. The stories and narratives that work best will vary depending on the context, the personalities involved, and the goals of the conversation. In a casual social gathering, for example, you might lean into more lighthearted, humorous tales, while in a professional setting, you might focus on stories that demonstrate your expertise and problem-solving abilities. By developing a versatile storytelling repertoire and learning to tailor your approach to different situations, you'll become a master at using narratives to captivate, connect, and influence your conversation partners. Whether you're breaking the ice with a new acquaintance or navigating a complex negotiation, the power of a well-crafted story can be a game-changer in your quest to become a true communication virtuoso. So, as you continue to hone your conversational skills, make sure to devote time and attention to the art of storytelling. Experiment with different narrative techniques, observe how others use stories to engage their audiences, and most importantly, be willing to step out of your comfort zone and share your own unique experiences and perspectives. With practice and dedication, you'll soon find that your conversations become richer, more memorable, and more impactful than ever before. Chapter 5. Mastering Different Conversational Contexts. Casual Social Gatherings, Keeping It Light and Fun. As we've explored throughout this book, the journey to becoming a master conversationalist is one that requires the development of a diverse skill set, from active listening and empathy to creative thinking and strategic storytelling. However, the true test of your communication prowess often comes in the more casual, social settings where the rules and expectations can be a bit more fluid. Whether you're mingling at a friend's party, chatting with neighbors at a community event, or striking up a conversation with a stranger at a local coffee shop, the ability to navigate these informal social situations with ease and confidence can be a game changer. After all, it's in these more relaxed environments where you have the opportunity to truly showcase your conversational versatility and make a lasting impression. One of the keys to success in casual social gatherings is the art of initiating and maintaining engaging conversations. Rather than standing awkwardly on the sidelines or waiting for someone else to make the first move, take the initiative to approach people, introduce yourself, and ask open-ended questions that invite them to share a bit about themselves. For example, you might start by commenting on something in the immediate environment, the decor, the food, or even the weather, and then use that as a springboard to learn more about the other person's interests and experiences. By showing genuine curiosity and a willingness to listen, you'll quickly put them at ease and create the foundation for a more meaningful exchange. At the same time, it's important to strike a balance between active listening and sharing your own personal anecdotes and insights. While being an attentive, empathetic listener is crucial, you don't want to completely suppress your own personality and unique perspectives. Strategically weaving in stories, opinions, and humor can help to deepen the connection, keep conversation flowing in a fun, lively manner. Of course, navigating the ebb and flow of casual social interactions can present its fair share of challenges. Awkward silences, dominant personalities, and shifting group dynamics are all common occurrences that can test your conversational skills. But by approaching these situations with a calm, adaptable mindset, you can deftly maneuver through them and maintain your status as a masterful icebreaker. For instance, if you find yourself in a lull in the conversation, don't panic. Simply shift gears and introduce a new topic that you think the other person might find interesting. Or, if you notice someone in the group who seems to be monopolizing the discussion, politely interject with a thoughtful question that opens up the floor to others. Ultimately, the key to thriving in casual social settings is to embrace the spirit of fun, spontaneity, and genuine connection that defines them. By cultivating a light-hearted, approachable demeanor, you'll put people at ease and create an environment where meaningful exchanges can naturally unfold. And as you continue to hone your conversational skills in these more informal contexts, you'll not only become a more confident and engaging communicator, but you'll also unlock a wealth of personal and professional opportunities. Whether you're forging new friendships, networking with potential collaborators, or simply enjoying the company of those around you, your ability to effortlessly break the ice will set you apart and leave a lasting impression. So, as you progress through this journey of becoming a master conversationalist, don't forget to apply your newly acquired skills to the casual social settings that fill our everyday lives. With practice, dedication, and a healthy dose of self-assurance, you'll soon find that navigating these environments becomes second nature, and that the rewards, both personal and professional, are truly invaluable. Professional networking, making meaningful connections. As we've explored, the journey to becoming a master conversationalist involves honing a diverse set of skills that can be applied across a wide range of social contexts. And while the principles of effective communication may remain the same, the specific nuances and expectations of professional networking settings can present their own unique challenges. Whether you're attending an industry conference, participating in a business meeting, or engaging with potential clients or collaborators, the ability to navigate these more formal, goal-oriented environments with poise and confidence can be a game changer. By mastering the art of professional conversation, you'll not only make a positive impression, but you'll also open the door to meaningful connections and new opportunities. One of the keys to success in professional networking settings is the ability to communicate in a clear, concise, and compelling manner. Rather than relying on casual banter or personal anecdotes, you'll need to focus on conveying your expertise, ideas, and value proposition in a way that resonates with your conversation partners. This might involve leading with thought-provoking questions that demonstrate your familiarity with the industry or the challenges facing your conversation partner's business. Or you might share a relevant success story or case study that showcases your problem-solving abilities and the tangible results you can deliver. Regardless of the specific approach, the goal is to establish yourself as a knowledgeable, trustworthy, and valuable professional, someone who can offer unique insights, innovative solutions, or valuable connections that can help advance the other person's goals. Of course, effective professional networking is about more than just delivering a polished pitch. It's also about building genuine rapport and forging meaningful connections with the people you encounter. And this requires a delicate balance of confidence, empathy, and adaptability. Pay close attention to the social cues and conversational rhythms of your conversation partners, adjusting your style and tone as needed to ensure that the exchange feels natural and comfortable. Show a genuine interest in their work, their challenges, and their aspirations, and look for ways to offer value or make helpful introductions. At the same time, don't be afraid to share a bit of your own personal story or professional journey. By strategically weaving in relevant anecdotes or insights, you can humanize the interaction and create a stronger sense of connection, all while positioning yourself as a knowledgeable, trustworthy, and likable professional. Navigating the nuances of professional conversation etiquette is another critical aspect of mastering this domain. Things like maintaining appropriate body language, respecting time constraints, and avoiding controversial or sensitive topics can all play a role in shaping the success of your interactions. By staying attuned to these contextual cues and adjusting your approach accordingly, you'll demonstrate your adaptability and your ability to thrive in a wide range of professional settings. Whether you're networking at a conference, participating in a team meeting, or engaging with clients, your mastery of these skills will set you apart and open the door to new opportunities. Ultimately, the art of professional networking is about more than just making a good impression. It's about forging meaningful, mutually beneficial connections that can lead to long-term success both personally and professionally. And by honing the skills and strategies outlined in this book, you'll be well on your way to becoming a true master conversationalist who can navigate any social environment with ease and confidence. Cross-cultural interactions, bridging divides with words. As we've explored throughout this book, the journey to becoming a master conversationalist requires the development of a diverse skill set, one that allows you to adapt and thrive in a wide range of social and professional settings. And perhaps one of the most rewarding, yet challenging areas of this journey is navigating the realm of cross-cultural interactions. Whether you're engaging with colleagues from different countries, networking with international clients, or simply meeting new people from diverse backgrounds, the ability to communicate effectively across cultural divides can open up a world of new perspectives, connections, and opportunities. But it also requires a keen awareness of the nuances and differences that can shape our conversational styles, expectations, and interpretations. One of the key factors to consider when approaching cross-cultural interactions is the influence of cultural norms and communication preferences. What may be considered polite or appropriate in one cultural context might be seen as abrupt or even offensive in another. Paying close attention to these subtle differences in things like body language, tone of voice, and even the pace of conversation can help you avoid misunderstandings and build a foundation of trust and mutual respect. For example, in some cultures, direct eye contact may be seen as a sign of confidence and engagement, while in others, it could be perceived as confrontational or disrespectful. Similarly, the level of formality or informality expected in professional settings can vary greatly depending on the cultural background of the individuals involved. By taking the time to research and understand these cultural nuances, you can adapt your communication style accordingly, demonstrating your cultural sensitivity and your willingness to meet your conversation partners on their terms. This, in turn, can help to bridge divides, foster a sense of shared understanding, and create an environment where meaningful connections can flourish. Of course, navigating cross-cultural interactions isn't just about adjusting your own behavior. It's also about actively seeking to understand and appreciate the perspectives and experiences of those you're engaging with. By asking thoughtful questions, listening attentively, and showing a genuine interest in learning about their cultural backgrounds, you'll not only build trust and rapport, but you'll also expand your own horizons and gain valuable insights that can enrich your future conversations. In cases where language barriers present an additional challenge, the art of effective cross-cultural communication becomes even more crucial. By employing strategies like speaking slowly and clearly, using simple language, and frequently checking for understanding, you can help to overcome these linguistic hurdles and ensure that your message is conveyed accurately and effectively. Equally important is the ability to remain patient, flexible, and adaptable in the face of potential misunderstandings or miscommunications. Rather than getting frustrated or defensive, approach these situations with empathy and a problem-solving mindset, working collaboratively to find creative solutions that keep the conversation moving forward. Ultimately, the ability to navigate cross-cultural interactions with skill and grace is not just a valuable professional asset, it's a hallmark of a true master conversationalist. By embracing diversity, cultivating cultural awareness, and honing your communication skills, you'll not only open the door to new personal and professional opportunities, but you'll also contribute to a more connected, understanding, and inclusive world. So, as you continue your journey towards becoming a conversational virtuoso, make sure to keep the principles of cross-cultural communication at the forefront of your mind. Embrace the challenges and the rewards of engaging with people from different backgrounds. And let your openness, adaptability, and genuine curiosity be your guide. With dedication and practice, you'll soon find that your conversations become richer, more meaningful, and more impactful than ever before. Chapter 6: Measuring and Improving Your Conversation Skills. Quantitative metrics, tracking your progress. As you've progressed through this journey of becoming a master conversationalist, you've no doubt gained a wealth of knowledge and developed a diverse set of skills, from active listening and empathy to creative thinking and strategic storytelling. But how do you know if all of this hard work is truly paying off? How can you measure your progress and identify areas for continued growth? This is where quantitative metrics come into play. By establishing a set of objective, data-driven measures for assessing your conversational abilities, you can gain valuable insights that will help you refine your approach and achieve your goals. One of the key metrics to track is your conversation initiation success rate. This simply involves keeping a record of how many times you successfully initiate a conversation versus how many attempts you make. By monitoring this ratio, you can gauge your level of approachability and the effectiveness of your opening techniques. Another important metric is conversation duration. How long are your average conversations lasting? While the optimal length will vary depending on the context, tracking this data can provide insights into the level of engagement and interest you're able to generate in your dialogue partners. Finally, consider keeping tabs on follow-up interactions. The number of people who seek you out for further conversation after your initial exchange. This can be a powerful indicator of the memorability and impact of your interactions, as well as your ability to forge meaningful connections. As you begin to collect and analyze this data, you can start to establish some personal benchmarks and set achievable goals for improvement. Perhaps your current conversation initiation success rate is 60%. Your aim could be to increase that to 75% over the next few months. Or maybe your average conversation duration is 15 minutes, and you'd like to work towards maintaining 20-minute exchanges on a more consistent basis. The key is to approach this process with a spirit of curiosity and a commitment to continuous growth. Don't get bogged down in perfection or compare yourself too directly to others. Instead, focus on identifying your own strengths, weaknesses, and opportunities for development. Use the data you collect as a tool for self-reflection and refinement, rather than as a source of stress or competition. As you dive deeper into this quantitative assessment, you may also uncover patterns or insights that surprise you. Perhaps you notice that your conversation initiation success rate is significantly higher in professional settings than in casual social gatherings. Or maybe you realize that the topics or stories you share tend to resonate more with certain personality types or cultural backgrounds. By analyzing these trends, you can start to adapt your approach accordingly, honing your skills and tailoring your communication style to different contexts and audiences. This, in turn, will not only improve your overall conversational abilities, but it will also help you to become a more versatile, adaptable, and effective communicator. Ultimately, The use of quantitative metrics in your journey towards becoming a master conversationalist is about more than just tracking numbers and hitting targets. It's about developing a deeper understanding of your strengths, your weaknesses, and the specific areas where you can continue to grow and improve. And by embracing this process with an open mind and a commitment to self-improvement, you'll unlock a world of personal and professional opportunities that will make every step of the journey truly worthwhile. Qualitative assessment, the feel of great conversations. While quantitative metrics can provide valuable insights into the tangible progress you're making as a conversationalist, it's important to remember that the true mastery of this art form extends far beyond just the numbers. After all, the most impactful and memorable conversations are often those that leave us feeling deeply connected, understood, and inspired. Qualities that can be difficult to capture through data alone. This is where qualitative assessment comes into play. By developing a heightened sense of self-awareness and emotional intelligence, you can gain a more nuanced understanding of the quality and impact of your conversations, ultimately refining your approach and unlocking new levels of personal and professional success. One key aspect of this qualitative assessment is tuning into your own emotional state and physical sensations during your interactions. How do you feel when you're engaged in a particularly meaningful conversation? Do you notice your energy level rising, your body language becoming more open and expressive? Or perhaps you experience a sense of calm focus, a feeling of being truly present and connected with the other person. By cultivating this self-awareness, you can start to identify the specific conversational cues and techniques that tend to elicit these positive emotional responses, not just in yourself, but in your dialogue partners as well. Are there certain topics or storytelling approaches that seem to resonate more deeply? Do you notice a difference in the flow and energy of the conversation when you're actively listening versus waiting to speak? Incorporating feedback from trusted sources can also be an invaluable tool in your qualitative assessment process. Whether it's seeking out constructive criticism from close friends, family members, or professional mentors, or simply observing how others respond to your conversational style, these external perspectives can shed light on the nuances and impact of your interactions that you may have overlooked. Perhaps a colleague mentions that they always feel heard and understood when talking to you, or a new acquaintance comments on your ability to make them feel at ease. By taking the time to reflect on this feedback and consider how it aligns with your own self-assessment, you can gain a clearer picture of your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Ultimately, the true measure of your growth as a master conversationalist lies not just in the quantifiable metrics, but in the quality and depth of the connections you're able to forge. And by regularly engaging in this process of self-reflection and incorporating external feedback, you'll develop a more intuitive understanding of what it means to have a truly impactful, memorable conversation. This might involve assessing the level of emotional engagement and rapport you're able to establish, the degree to which you're able to navigate challenging topics or differing perspectives, or the sense of trust and openness that permeates your exchanges. It's about tuning into the subtleties, the unspoken cues, and the intangible qualities that separate a merely functional conversation from one that leaves a lasting impression. By embracing this qualitative approach to self-assessment, you'll not only enhance your conversational abilities, but you'll also deepen your own self-awareness and emotional intelligence, qualities that will serve you well in all aspects of your personal and professional life. And as you continue to refine your skills and hone your instincts, you'll find that the feel of your conversations becomes richer, more fulfilling, and more rewarding than ever before. The path of continuous improvement. As you've progressed through this journey of becoming a master conversationalist, you've no doubt encountered both triumphs and challenges, moments of confidence and moments of self-doubt. And that's perfectly natural. After all, the art of effective communication is a lifelong pursuit, one that requires constant practice, reflection, and a willingness to adapt and grow. But what sets the true masters apart is their unwavering commitment to continuous improvement, a mindset that embraces every interaction as an opportunity to hone their skills, expand their knowledge, and push the boundaries of their conversational abilities. One of the keys to sustaining this path of continuous improvement is the establishment of consistent habits and routines that support your skill development. This might involve setting aside dedicated time each day to practice active listening or making a conscious effort to introduce new topics and perspectives into your daily conversations. It could also mean regularly reviewing the quantitative and qualitative metrics you've been tracking, using the insights you've gained to identify specific areas for growth and development. Perhaps you notice that your conversation initiation success rate is lower in certain social settings. You can then make a plan to practice your icebreaker techniques in those environments, gradually building your confidence and comfort. Of course, true growth and improvement rarely happen within our comfort zones. To become a truly versatile and adaptable conversationalist, you'll need to be willing to step outside your familiar routines and experiment with new approaches, even if it means feeling a bit uncomfortable or uncertain at first. This could involve trying out different storytelling techniques, challenging your own assumptions about effective communication, or actively seeking out opportunities to engage with people from diverse backgrounds and perspectives. By embracing this spirit of curiosity and a willingness to take calculated risks, you'll not only expand your conversational toolkit, but you'll also develop a more resilient, adaptable mindset that will serve you well in any social or professional setting. And as you navigate this path of continuous improvement, it's important to remember that you don't have to go it alone. Surrounding yourself with a supportive network of family, friends, and mentors who can provide encouragement, feedback, and accountability can be a game changer in maintaining your motivation and momentum. Perhaps you could join a local networking group or a book club focused on communication skills, where you can practice your conversational abilities in a safe, supportive environment. Or maybe you could find an experienced professional who's willing to serve as a mentor, offering guidance and advice as you navigate the ups and downs of your journey. Ultimately, the path to becoming a master conversationalist is not a linear one. It's a winding, sometimes challenging, but always rewarding journey that requires a deep well of resilience, adaptability, and a genuine passion for connecting with others. But by embracing the process, celebrating your successes, and learning from your setbacks, you'll not only unlock a world of personal and professional opportunities, but you'll also cultivate a lifelong skill that will enrich every aspect of your life. So, as you continue to hone your conversational abilities and push the boundaries of your comfort zone, remember to approach each step with a spirit of openness, curiosity, and a commitment to continuous growth. With dedication, perseverance, and a willingness to learn, you'll soon find that the art of conversation becomes not just a means to an end, but a truly rewarding and fulfilling pursuit in its own right. Conclusion: embracing the journey of lifelong learning in conversation. As you reach the end of this comprehensive guide to becoming a master conversationalist, it's important to reflect on the profound impact that effective communication skills can have on every facet of your life. From forging deeper personal connections to unlocking new professional opportunities, the ability to engage in thoughtful, meaningful dialogue is a true superpower that can transform your world. Throughout this book, we've explored the essential elements that comprise the art of conversation: active listening, empathy, creative thinking, and a diverse knowledge base. We've delved into practical strategies for navigating a wide range of social and professional settings, from casual gatherings to high-stakes networking events, and we've emphasized the importance of continuous self-assessment and a willingness to adapt and grow. But at the heart of this journey lies a fundamental truth. Becoming a master conversationalist is not a destination, but rather a lifelong pursuit. It's a skill set that must be nurtured, refined, and continuously expanded upon in order to thrive in our ever-evolving world. As you move forward, embrace this mindset of perpetual learning and self-improvement. Approach each conversation as an opportunity to sharpen your abilities, broaden your perspective, and forge deeper connections with the people around you. Celebrate your successes, learn from your setbacks, and never stop seeking out new challenges that will push you beyond your comfort zone. Remember, the true mark of a master conversationalist is not just their ability to captivate an audience or negotiate a high-stakes deal. It's their unwavering commitment to growth, their genuine curiosity about the world and the people in it, and their ability to adapt and connect with individuals from all walks of life. So, as you embark on the next chapter of your conversational journey, do so with a spirit of enthusiasm, resilience, and a deep appreciation for the power of human connection. Embrace the ebb and flow of this pursuit, trusting that every interaction, every challenge, and every moment of self-reflection will contribute to your evolution as a master of the art of conversation. And remember, you are not alone in this journey. The lessons and strategies outlined in this book are just the beginning, a solid foundation upon which you can build your own unique approach to effective communication. Seek out mentors, join supportive communities, and never stop exploring new ways to hone your skills and expand your horizons. Ultimately, the path to becoming a master conversationalist is one of lifelong learning, personal growth, and the pursuit of meaningful connections. But by embracing this journey with passion, perseverance, and a deep respect for the power of words, you'll unlock a world of possibilities that will enrich every aspect of your life. So go forth, break the ice, and forge your own unique legacy as a true conversational virtuoso. The rewards that await you are boundless.